Man, what's good, chat? I ain't even late. 1 to 10. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back. Cheers. Yo! What's good, what's good, good chat, what's good, mama, what's good chat, what's good chat, what's good chat, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? I hath returned once more, yet again, once more, again, gray hoodie. I repeat, gray hoodie. Yo, Brady, I'm, Sierra, B, TJ, Ashley, Day, George, Succulent, Taco, JC, Max, Abby, Charlie, Pacho with the 5 gifted, or Patch with the 5 gifted, thank you, Kaylee, Ryan, Kai, Sweaty Booty Juice with the 5, thank you, W Subbers, man, appreciate y'all, chat. How's everybody's day going on a scale of 1 to 10? Let me hear it, huh? How we doing on a scale of 1 to 10? W Subbers, appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, W Subbers, for real ski. Chat, did y'all have a good weekend up in this thing? Did you have a good weekend? Did you? Did you? Yo, Arwa with the 10 gifted, Marky with the 5 gifted, thank you. Happy 21st birthday, Quinn. Appreciate you, Quinn. Thank you. Sunday is garbage. You don't like Sunday? Chat, y'all mess with Sunday? I like Sunday. Sunday kind of chill. Nah, dude. Here's the... Actually, no, bruh. Sunday nights, back when I was working, were the worst thing ever. Actually, no joke. Yo, Vic with the 25 gifted. W Vic with the 25 gifted. Secret with the 5. Thank you. Because, dude, when Sunday night hits, it all starts sinking in on you. It's like, man, the weekend's over. I got to go back to work tomorrow. And then but you know what's even, and then you start overthinking it super bad. Like, say you stay up late on a Saturday night, and you stay up past midnight, and then you start saying, I technically got to go to work tomorrow because it's 1 a.m. on a Sunday. So technically tomorrow I got to go to work. Telling y'all, bro, I've done it a million times. I remember doing that, bro. It'd be Sunday like 2 o'clock, or Saturday like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'd be sitting there chilling. I'd look at the clock, or I'd look at my phone, be like, man, it says Sunday. I got to go to work technically tomorrow. Man, you want to talk about depressing. I'm telling y'all, you want to talk about depressing right there. Did this last night. Bro, dude, there was a point I was doing that every weekend, dude. Every weekend. Yo, I appreciate that, Potter. Thank you, Potter. Appreciate you. Chad, do you like your job, though? Type 1 if you like your job. Type 2 if you don't. Y'all like y'all? Oh, yeah, y'all got to go back to school and stuff tomorrow. GG. Y'all go back to school and stuff? Hey. GG. Big dog. You know what I mean? GG. Buster. Wait, what month does school release again for the summer? Ain't it May? Is it in May? 2 more weeks. Ain't no way you got out for 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. Dude. Snow days, though. Bro, I remember snow days would come so clutch, dude. Secret with 3,000 bits. Thank you. Final semester starts tomorrow. Dude, I'm telling y'all, when you get out of school and you're an adult, it seems like the school years go by like just like this. But when you're in school, them things last forever. And I mean forever. Facecam's too clear? Is it really? No, it ain't that bad. No, it's good. Y'all know we can't have no clear Facecam action in here. Y'all know we don't do that. Going to sleep with the 5, thank you. We can't have no clear Facecam action going on. We gotta have non-clear Facecam action. I can't stand, why? Because non-clear Facecams are better. There's an intangible thing about not a clear Facecam that just makes everything better. I don't need a Facecam that's 1440p crystal clear quality. Give me like a 240p. Kitty, do she be tweaking, bruh? Bro, if you knew how many times I woke up to that, it's insane. Just sitting there howling for no reason. Did she bring a toy in here or something? Yep. She brought a toy in here. That's what she does. Every time she brings a toy, she starts making all that noise action. It's crazy. Yo, CaseOh's 8XL draws with 5,000 bits. Thank you. Hi, Case. My birthday was a few days ago. May I get a happy birthday? Yes, you can. Happy birthday, CaseOh's 8XL draws. Your band as well. Thank you. Happy 21st birthday, Ethan. Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate you. What? Hi, Case. My sister is a top 2% viewer of your YouTube, and she just had all of her Fortnite skins stolen. Could you say happy 25th birthday to Savannah? What? Ha! Golly. Yo, happy 25th birthday, Savannah. Sorry your Fortnite skins got stolen. How do your Fortnite skins get stolen? Is that a thing? Wait, is that actually a thing? People hack Fortnite accounts and just steal skins. Do people play Fortnite? Is that a thing that happens? Type 1 if you play Fortnite. Wow. That is a lot of ones. Wow. Yo, Crystal with the 5 gifted. Thank you, Crystal with the 5 gifted. Appreciate you. There's no... Dude, really? Game sucks? Yeah, I'm not, no. I am a big Fortnite not enjoyer at all. Not gonna lie. Like, I am a big Fortnite not enjoyer. I can't, it's, oh. Oh, man. I can't. Can't, man. Yo, Flame Princess with the 5, thank you. Yeah, you're right. The main thing I was playing on Fortnite back in the day, chat, who remembers when I was playing Fortnite only up? Do y'all remember that? Bro. Who remembers when I was doing Fortnite only up maps when they were coming out? Dude. Hold on, what's going on with this? Because it was, I think it was after regular only up came out. And I was like, dude, I need some more only up type games. Started playing Fortnite only up, hated it. Beat it though. I'm pretty sure I beat it, didn't I? I think I did. Yeah, there was a CaseOh on there too. Yep. Yo, Bootleg Megs with 1,500 bits. Hey, Case, thank you and the Pickle for the great advice last stream. I realized, however, once I move back to India, due to the time zone difference, I probably won't be able to make it to the streams. Well, you're banned. Sucks to suck. You're gone. What do you mean due to the time zone difference? You act like that's a big deal. Just make it work. What do you mean? Literally just make it work. I don't understand the issue. You simply just tune in at a different time. You're banned. I have to. Hey, I have to. It is what it is. I'm sorry. Chad, is that a bannable offense? I don't know, though. I don't know if that's a bannable offense right there. No, it's not. LMAO. Yo, 8x draws with 15 gifted. W8x draws with 15 gifted. And Kenna with the 5. Thank you. Momo from Twice with 5,000 bits. When are we loading up a game of League of Legends? No. That's your answer. No, in general. Game be make me mad. Game be make me mad. I'll be on there just having to, oh my goodness, bro. I'll be on there getting so mad. It's unhealthy, the amount of madness. The amount of madness that is within me. Yo, Skylar with 500 bits. Hey, Case, I actually do like my job, but can I work for you? Like, for real, hire me, please. You'd be a W boss. Buddy, what you gonna do for me? Buddy, what are you gonna do that could justify me paying you to work for me, man? Editor, that's already handled. Somebody just said mix your gamer subs. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? That is the most least effort thing in the world. I don't need a gamer subs mixer. A chef? Bro, my mom be cooking anyway. Yo, Quinn with 500 bits. Case, any advice for a struggling nursing student this upcoming semester? I don't have the advice. But I know who does. I do. I know who does. Listen. And listen well.
In the face of adversity, your courage shines bright. Embrace the process and trust the journey you're on. When things get tough, relish the good times ahead. The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible.
That's cap.
Your problems are just temporary, and you've got the crunch to handle them.
One more. One more. No, it's not. Yes, it is. If something's impossible, it's not possible. If something is actually impossible, then that, by definition, isn't possible just because you believe it's possible.
You're the pickle to the sandwich of life. Essential and delightful.
Because you got to think, it wouldn't be impossible at that point. Impossibility is something that is legitimately an impossibility to happen, right? You can't believe something that's like impossible could be possible because it's impossible. You could believe something that is highly improbable to happen, but it's still a possibility. If something's impossible, that means there's no possibility that could ever happen. So theoretically, there's nothing that's impossible, because I think every single thing... Actually, no, there is stuff that's impossible. Never mind. There is stuff like think about it. Teleportation. Impossible. You can't do that. That is, at this very moment, an impossibility. And I don't think that is something that could ever be achieved, right? Now, if teleportation was possible, say 1,000 years from now, I don't think it's even possible. Then I think that's something that's actually impossible. So for something to be impossible, it has to be impossible now and in the future, right? So for example, yo, Gab with the 5, thank you. What is something that is impossible now and 1,000 years from now? Somebody said quantum something. I already know how to do quantum tunneling, by the way, if that's what you're getting at. Immortality? No, I think immortality is possible. I think immortality is more possible than teleportation is. No joke. I think that would be way more possible than teleportation. Because we know of borderline immortal creatures already. What are those little tiny bugs called that can literally survive in space? What are they called again? Yeah, tardigrades. Those things are borderline immortal. So we know of something that's borderline immortal. You know what we don't know of? Something that can teleport. Who said roaches? Nah, roaches are really tough, but the tardigrade things, those things are actually borderline immortal. But we don't know of anything that can teleport. Think about it. So immortality is more possible than teleportation. Okay? Think about it. Somebody said, I teleport every day. What are you on about? No, you don't, dude. No, you don't. I can do quantum tunneling, which means I can bring an object through another. Now, technically, there is like a thing called quantum tunneling, to where if all the atoms line up together, you could like put your hand through a wall. Right? But the odds of that happening are so microscopic that it would absolutely never happen. But theoretically, technically, every time you touch something, like every time you pick up your phone, there is a 0.00 to the quadrillionth power chance that your hand just goes straight through it. No joke. That's true. That's actually true. Or like if you put your hand on a table, there is like an infinitely small chance that your hand goes straight through it, but it's not absolute zero. prove it. We getting scientifical up in here. Y'all think I'm actually joking, by the way. I'm not joking. I'm actually dead serious. Y'all are actually about to learn. Y'all think I'm just yapping? I am not yapping, by the way.
Taco Bell's Lux Cravings boxes take you on lavish adventures. Luxuriate with the $5 box. Be transported with the $7.
All right, here you go. I'm actually learning y'all something right here. No joke, I'm learning y'all something. Y'all thought I was just making all that up. Quantum tunneling explained in simple words for beginners. You're welcome.
Quantum tunneling is a phenomenon in the realm of quantum mechanics, where a particle crosses a gap or barrier that it shouldn't be able to cross in classical terms. Let me explain this with an example. Imagine you're sitting in your living room with your cat. Suddenly, the cat jumps up and dashes to one of the walls of the room. When it reaches the wall, it starts to sniff and lightly touch it. After a minute of doing this, it goes around the wall, out of your sight, and into the room to investigate what's on the other side. The cat wanted to see what's on the other side of the wall, but it had to go around the wall to be able to investigate.
Is this simple enough for y'all? Yo, Scuff with the 5, thank you.
Now, imagine if the cat could simply disappear and then appear on the other side of the wall.
Yep.
Sounds like science fiction, right? This is an oversimplified analogy to explain what happens during quantum tunneling. This concept seems paradoxical from a classical standpoint because it allows particles to pass through a barrier without needing to have sufficient energy to cross it.
Yep.
The rules of quantum mechanics state that the quantum state of material particles, such as electrons, can be described by a wave function.
Exactly.
In classical terms, describing a particle's state with a wave function may seem strange. This is where wave-particle duality comes in. This is a concept in quantum mechanics.
I'm learning y'all more right now than y'all ever learned going to school, by the way. Half of y'all are grown and have never heard of quantum tunneling before, and you thought I was just joking.
Mechanics that suggests quantum entities can exhibit both particle and wave properties, depending on the experimental conditions. In simple terms, this means that a particle, like an electron, can behave as both a particle and a wave. This is why a particle can be described as a matter wave. It's this matter wave that can be represented mathematically as a wave function. In simple terms,
This is useless information. No, it's not, because it makes you look sophisticated, not stupid. This is a great conversation piece. I just sat here for like 15 minutes straight talking about quantum tunneling existing and how there's a % chance every time you touch something that you just transport straight through it. It's not useless. It's something to talk about, but you're a simpleton who don't go outside, so you don't talk to nobody anyway. If you're in a group of friends, you're going to be the one nerd just sitting there just like with nothing to say. Meanwhile, I'm over there in the corner, everybody's gathered around, I'm over there chilling like, yeah, y'all heard about quantum tunneling? And everybody's gathered around just wanting to hear it. Won't you learn something and accept it and be glad that you heard it? It's not useless, it's useful.
particles such as electrons are not just points in space, but also exhibit wave-like
Gab with the 5, thank you.
properties. In the classical world, particles can be precisely located in 3D space using X, Y, Z coordinates. However, in the quantum world, which deals with elementary particles, the location of these particles is described in terms...
Pay attention, this is about to be where it tells you how this works. Pay attention here.
World, which deals with elementary particles, the location of these particles is described in terms of a probability wave. This wave indicates the point where the electron is most likely to be found, the crest, and least likely to be found, the trough. It's important to note that this is...
which is what y'all eat out of, because y'all just like slop. Y'all just consume slop 24/7.
crest, and least likely to be found, the trough. It's important to note that this is all based on probabilities. For example, even though the probability of finding the electron at the crest of the wave is highest, it does not mean that the electron absolutely cannot be found at the trough.
Exactly.
The probability of that is very low, but it's not zero.
That's exactly what I said!
If there is a barrier, there are chances that the electron can be found on one side as well as on the other side of the barrier. So, in theory, this means that the particle could just tunnel through the barrier and reappear on the other side. This is quantum tunneling.
Yes.
Quantum tunneling plays a significant role in the nuclear fusion that powers the sun. This is one of the primary reasons why life exists and is able to be sustained on Earth. Without quantum tunneling, the sun as we know it might not exist.
You're welcome.
Quantum tunneling is also used in certain technologies, such as scanning tunneling microscopy, STM, which allows us to capture images of
Now, the reason that it is so unlikely to happen is because the percent chance of just one of those things with one electron or whatever it was happening is absolutely almost zero, but not zero. But there's so many more, like just in your finger, for example, that it would have to the stars would have to align to an unfathomable degree for it to ever work. You're welcome.